Boulevard. Again, all night we've been talking about the massive response. They say that multiple people have been transported to area hospitals, but of course they are still investigating, and information that police have received at this point is extremely limited. That's why we've been showing you so much about what the scene is. And again, it's happened right across the street from the Johnson Fosbrink funeral home. Again, that's right in the 8500 block of Loch Raven Boulevard, around White Oak as well. That's the cross street. But again, people are starting to arrive at this press conference, so we are hoping to bring you more information at any minute. Maxine. Okay, we're clear. Move the camera back.
All right, everybody, I'm sitting here having my cup of tea. We are waiting for the conference for the mass shooting.
Okay. I'm glad I got my IV and some fresh lipstick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Fox 45 Baltimore, WBFF. They just had a little lady on there that was talking about what was going on. And now we're waiting for the main shindig to go down here and find out what's up.
Thanks for help tonight. Thanks for being flexible.
Of course.
What? Maybe not tonight.
All right, we are waiting here on Johnny Kramer's Music Movie channel to find out what actually has gone on, what happened, how many people were involved, what they think might have happened. I don't know if they caught anyone yet or not. All right, we are still waiting to find out what is going on. We'll find out, just like the rest of you. I'm gonna mute until they come on air. Dang it. All right, it looks like they're ready.
Careful to stand.
Yep. Let's listen to what they gotta say.
Good evening. I'm Chief Robert McCullough of Baltimore County Police. We're here to brief you on the incident this evening. At 7:12 p.m. This evening, Baltimore County Police were dispatched to the intersection of Loch Raven Boulevard and White Oak Avenue. That's in the 8500 block of Loch Raven Boulevard. The initial call for service. They spoke of multiple gunshots at that location. Responding officers responded to that location. The first officer that arrived on the scene found a vehicle on its side. Alerted the fire department. The fire department came to the scene and basically took care of the victims at the scene and transported them to the hospital. At this time, we have 10 individuals that have been injured. One's deceased. 9 were transported to the hospital. Right now, our homicide and our Criminal Investigations Bureau are investigating this incident, a mass shooting incident. We have multiple persons that are shot. Right now, we're determining the circumstances and the conditions in this case. With me this evening, we have to my right the administrative officer, DeAndrea Walker. Behind me, I have County Executive Johnny Oshesky. To my left, Fire Chief Joe Dixon and Councilman Ertel. Chief Dixon will speak next in reference to the fire response. In terms of the police department, we are asking that anyone that might have information about this incident to contact Baltimore County Police at 410-887-4636. That's 410-887-4636. And that's that 4636 is info. And that information goes right to our info.
Good evening. As stated, Joe Dixon, Chief of Baltimore County Fire Department. Thank you, Chief. Approximately the same time, hour 7:15, Baltimore County Fire Department was alerted of a fire in the area of Johnson Funeral Home. Responded to the scene. First units on the scene mitigated the fire, and of course, now we have victims on the scene, and they rendered treatment as appropriate. So we're proud of our responders. We're proud of our partnership in public safety of Baltimore County and keeping our community safe. Thank you.
Next, we'll have our County Executive, Johnny Oshesky.
Thanks, Chief. Good evening, all. I first want to just thank the men and women of both the Baltimore County Fire and Police Departments for the incredible work they do day in and day out. Their response here is no different. Please, as Chief McCullough has said, if you have any information in regards to tonight's incident, please let them know so that they can bring those who perpetrated tonight's act to justice. I will just say that this is an incident that is shocking, particularly for those of us in Baltimore County. These types of incidents are unheard of here, and so it really shocks the conscience. However, we want our residents to know that we are, as always, fully committed to ensuring that both our fire and police departments have the full support and all the resources that they need from Baltimore County government to ensure that they bring this investigation to conclusion. Obviously, it's very early on, but our hearts go out to anyone who's impacted by violence. We will be supporting our public safety officials in the work ahead. And I just thank them for the work that they're doing now and that is ahead. So with that, I'll open things up to questions for the chief or others, and appreciate your interest tonight.
I have
Thanks.
a question for the chief. What led to that car to catch fire? Like, was there some kind of, like, was there a crash first, or was it like, what led to that fire?
We're still investigating that. What we do know at this time, there appears to be some type of incident that led to the vehicle crashing and catching on fire. Right now, our investigators are looking into the circumstances leading up to that.
Now, was that car stolen, or did it belong to one of the victims?
That's something we're investigating right now. We don't have that information.
And you said 9 injured, 1 dead. Were they all shot, or were some injured in the fire?
Right now, they've been transported to local hospitals. They're being triaged there. We're still determining exactly how many were shot. We do know that there's at least 1 deceased, and we have 9 others who are injured at hospitals. Yes.
Did the shooting happen outside of the funeral home, or was that just where the car was found on fire at the funeral home? And my second question, maybe it's with that, were all of the
Investigating that and trying to determine those circumstances. What we do know is that the vehicle appeared to flip over at that location. It caught fire somehow. We do know that there's multiple gunshots to the facade of the building. We know that there's some additional scenes that we're investigating right now where other gunfire took place throughout the neighborhood, and that was evidenced by the multiple calls for service from the neighbors who were calling 911 about the gunshots in the community.
Is there a threat to the public?
There's no threat at this time. We believe this to be a targeted incident, that it was isolated. It appears that the individuals in this case somehow knew one another, and that this incident was intentional and targeted towards the individuals that were involved in this incident.
How do you know there's no more threat to the public? If you said that there was multiple calls for gunshots in the neighborhood areas, obviously this event with 10 people being involved, have you made any arrests? Have you apprehended anyone?
Right now, our investigators are investigating this, and we're utilizing all our resources, gathering up evidence, and that includes video evidence and other information that we have in this case.
All
And once
right, so
again,
there you go.
we are asking the public to call us at 410-887.
I'm starting to lose feed. All right, so I guess they shot up in front of they shot at people in front of the funeral, or they said the funeral building was riddled with bullets. So do we really know what occurred yet? Not really, but the vehicle turned over, started on fire. They had, I think he said 4 or 5 people shot, 1 dead, and the others were injured from the accident, from whatever happened. So pretty early in the case, and he said these people were targeted and probably knew each other. So we'll see where it goes from here. You folks have a good night. Be safe. God bless, and we'll talk to you later.